Mark. Hello, Mark says, hello, my name's Isabel. I'm actually here to place you under citizen's arrest.
Excuse me, I'm trying to get to work.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I know you are, but this is a very serious matter. The charge is actually public nuisance, and we have reason to believe that you are on your way to commit further crimes of public nuisance. So you are safe. The police have been called and are on their way. And we just request that you wait here with us now until they come.
It's not possible, I'm afraid. I need to get to work.
I do understand that.
One of your colleagues tried to do this to me the other day up at my office.
Yes. Yes.
So I've seen this done before.
Yeah, it's not a stunt. Hello. I do have the right to under the police section 24A of the Police and Evidence Bill.
Well, I'm going to call the police because you're
Yes,
not.
please do. Yeah. You can also call anyone else to tell them that you may well be late this morning. I do understand that this is inconvenient for you, but I'm afraid the crime of public nuisance is very serious as well.
So could this be Ghana? If I ask you, could this be Ghana, then I am trying to tell you that Ghanaians are preparing for a citizen's arrest for a so-called Igbo King, which they believe, or who they believe, is causing nuisance and public unrest in the country, in the country's capital. And I've taken my time to gather some information about citizens' arrest and also some videos of citizens' arrest that has taken place in the UK. And we are going to take all those videos in this video and break them down for you to really understand what is going on. And I'll give you some tips and some guides for you to really understand what is going on in Ghana. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and then share the video for other people to get the video. What is most important is for you to join the conversation in the comment section, because it's very, very important. Follow us on all other social media networks, all at Inside Studios Network. Let's get into the video today. So the video you just watched is a video of Mark Thurston, the CEO of Anglian Water in the UK, who has been placed on or under a citizen's arrest. And you may be wondering, does this really exist? Yes, it does. It exists. But there are some rules and guidelines about it, which I'm going to make sure I break it down here now. But I have other couple of videos I'm going to show you. After this breakdown, I'm going to show you some more citizens' arrests that have occurred around the world. Stay with me. Let's get in. So that man is a CEO of Anglian Water, and he should know his work better. The only reason, or that what he has done that aided this citizen's arrest is very funny. All because there was a water that should be, taken out of a vessel. But the way the man spilled the water, or the way the man took out the water, is very dangerous. It is very dangerous. So this man was placed on a citizen's arrest, all because of the improper way of spilling the wastewater. That is it, Charlie. Why? So the citizens' arrest is all because of the improper spilling of wastewater.
McPherson, CEO of Anglian Water. He was waiting to catch a train at Colston South Station in South London.
Wow.
He was standing on a packed platform of commuters. You just see the picture there. These women, who
People
are part
Power
of this, organisation called Citizens Arrest,
Anglian Water,
said that they went up to him, surrounded him, held hands so that he couldn't escape, and basically prevented him from leaving the scene, while one of the group read him the charges he is accused of.
Anglian Water
According to these women, they're accusing him of up to 3 counts of public nuisance, focusing on environmental damage and illegal sewage spills, which pose a risk to the public's access to clean water, their failure to maintain equipment which leads to the spills, and mismanagement of funds following bill increases, and Thurston's bonus ban.
That's
These
crazy.
call themselves a Citizens Arrest Network. Comes days after Anglian Water were given approval by the competition body to raise bills over the cap initially set by the soon-to-be defunct Ofwat, and an agreed increase of 19% on charges.
Wow.
Blimey. Citizens Arrest, there's nothing wrong with it, I suppose.
Now, as the citizens' arrest of the Ezindibo, Chukwu the Jude, is looming in Ghana, we are just here to clarify a few things for the Ezindibo and his people to understand that citizens' arrest is a normal thing. And it happens everywhere in the world, and it is nothing new. But we also have to agree that every country has their laws and their regulations and their constitution. So there might be a little bit of differences, when it comes to the acts and the sections in their constitution. So let's go here. In the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, it does not have a specific provision on citizens' arrest. Instead, the legal authority of citizens' arrest is found in Section 12 of the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960 or 1960 Act 30, which allows a private person to arrest without a warrant in specific situations, such as they witness certain offenses being committed. Now, the Section 12 of the 30 Act empowers private citizens to arrest without a warrant for the following: when they witness an offense involving the use of force or violence, when they witness an offense that causes bodily harm. It is almost the same. When they witness an offense of stealing or fraud, when they witness an offense involving injury to public property, and when they witness an offense involving injury to their own property. Within all these categories, there is a provision for citizens' arrest in the Ghanaian 1992 Constitution, which was enacted from the 1960 Act 30. So that is it. You cannot sit anywhere and just do anything you like. When you do something that is bringing a problem, unrest in a particular part of the country, it is part of this. When you are doing something that the people are saying we don't like, when we say when you do something by force or violence, violence does not mean shedding blood. Violence means when you even do something and the person or someone tells you, I don't like it, stop doing it. You need to stop and then follow the rules and the regulations of the place you are living. You cannot just get up and do whatever you like in a certain country. We need to get this straight. So note this information that I'm going to give to you. Under the Ghanaian law, a private citizen can arrest someone without a warrant if they commit certain offenses, such as those involving force, violence, theft, fraud, injury to public or personal property. A citizen's arrest is lawful if the arrestee is reasonably suspected of committing such an offense. Let me tell you the offenses again, okay? 1, involving force, or 2, violence, 3, theft, 4, fraud, or injury to public or personal property. So if any of these offenses have been committed by this person, then the person falls within the category of people whom the citizen arrest can be placed on by the citizen, a private citizen of the country in which this person is living, okay, without warrant. So nobody is going to ask you, where is your arrest warrant? They can do that without warrant. Now let's move on. The 1992 Constitution guarantees the right to personal liberty and requires that any arrested person be immediately informed of the reason for their arrest and their right to a lawyer. So the next thing is that if you are placed under a citizen's arrest, immediately you should be informed of what you have done, okay? Which I believe that there have been a lot of information circulating the internet about what the Igbo King has done and the breaches of the constitution of the country Ghana. So he's placed under citizen's arrest. But one sweet thing is this: he has all the rights to get a lawyer. Let's move on. So on this sheet, I'm going to tell you the conditions of a lawful citizen's arrest. It is not just a citizen's arrest. There is a lawful citizen's arrest and there is an unlawful citizen's arrest. But this information I'm going to give you is all about a lawful citizen's arrest. First, the arrestee has committed or reasonably suspected of committing certain offenses. These include 1, an offense involving force or violence. Number 2, an offense that causes bodily harm to someone. Number 3, theft or fraud. If you do all those, money thing, yes, you are under that. Good. Number 3, an offense involving injury or public property. And then the last one, an offense involving injury to property owned by or in the custody of the private person. Do you get it? So if the offense is within this category, then the person falls under citizen's arrest. So as we are all preparing for this citizen's arrest, we need to know how to do it. We need to know how to go about it. It is very important. Now let's watch a couple of videos. Some of the videos telling us the guidelines on citizen's arrest, and then other videos telling us some citizen's arrest that has happened in other parts of the world.
Lawful imprisonment, which I suppose if you were a lawyer, you might call it that. But, this is what happens when water companies overstep the mark and make a big mess everywhere, and the law doesn't seem to do anything about it. So there we are. I suppose we should salute the old Citizens Arrest Network for doing something peaceful.
Hi Hi Linda, my name's Jo. I have evidence that you're on your way to commit an indictable offence and I have called the police.
Thank you.
You're under a citizen's arrest. I'm placing you under a citizen's arrest and the police are on their way, so the best thing you can do is wait with us until they get here.
What is the charge?
The charge is public nuisance. We have an evidence dossier that's been sent to the CPS and the Director of Public Prosecutions.
It's under focus, isn't it? Hi, I'm here to place you under citizen's arrest.
Oh, really?
You are being filmed. We would advise you to wait here. The police have been called. It's my civil right as a citizen to place you under citizen's arrest if I believe that a crime is committed. This is the legal indictment against you. Are you interested in what we have?
Stephen?
Hello.
Hi. I'm afraid I'm placing you under a citizen's arrest. The police have been called. We've got evidence that you have been and intend to continue committing a crime. We should let you know that...
Sorry, what is the crime?
You're being accused of public nuisance.
Sorry, I have no idea what this is about. So.
It would be advisable for you to take these papers. The police have been called, so it's best if you wait with us until they arrive. Mr. Lambert, would you like to take this information for your lawyer?
Here's everything you need to know about a citizen's arrest in Canada. I'm not a lawyer, so please take what I say with caution. I'm a safety expert and former police officer. Now I own an emergency services tactical supply store in Toronto, Canada, and I provide people with safety tips and self-defense techniques to help them feel safer and more confident. A word of caution, a citizen's arrest is a very serious and potentially dangerous commitment. Unlike police officers, citizens are not delegated to preserve and maintain public peace, nor are they properly trained to apprehend suspected criminals. So extreme caution is needed when attempting to make a citizen's arrest. Whenever possible, you should report any crime to the police instead of taking action yourself. Police officers are equipped with the proper equipment and they're trained to deal with incidents, especially if they escalate to violence. Before you decide to make a citizen's arrest, please consider a couple of things. First off, is it possible for an officer to intervene? If so, allow the police to do it instead of acting on your own. Think of your safety and the safety of others around you, especially nowadays. Consider situational factors such as, is the suspect alone? Do they have a weapon? Are they acting in a violent way? Or do they appear to be on drugs or alcohol? Consider environmental factors and levels of stress for everyone involved. Will you be able to turn the suspect over to the police without delay once the arrest is made? Now, once you've considered all that and decide to make the arrest, you should, number one, tell the suspect that you are making a citizen's arrest and holding them until police arrive. Next, call the police immediately. If you don't, the arrest may be ruled illegal. Only use as much force as is necessary for the purpose of making the arrest, as long as you are acting on reasonable grounds. Remember, you're criminally responsible for any excessive force you use, not to mention potentially a civil lawsuit. Do not question the suspect, that's not your job, and do not search them or their possessions. Your only job is to detain them until police arrive. When police arrive, tell the police what happened and let them handle the rest. A couple other important things to note. You must find a person in the act of committing a crime or escaping from and being pursued by anyone with lawful authority to arrest that person in order to make your citizen's arrest. If you are arresting someone for a more serious offense, you can only make the arrest at the time you witness the person committing the offense. You cannot arrest someone after any lapse of time has passed unless it's in relation to your property, in which case you can either arrest that person in the act of committing the crime to your property or arrest that person within a reasonable time afterwards. I personally would seriously reconsider making a citizen's arrest nowadays. The way I look at it is your life worth risking or getting injured worth the arrest? As always, it really depends on you personally and, of course, the situation. I hope this helps clarify anything regarding citizen's arrest. Do your research, contact a lawyer, and please be careful when making any decisions. Stay safe.
So like I told you, this is Inside Studios Network. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the videos for other people to also get the opportunity to watch it. This is Inside Studios Network, and we bring you nothing than the content you deserve. What am I still doing here? I'm gone.